I'm Daniel Whittington, Chancellor of Wizard Academy and Whiskey Marketing School, Level 4 Whiskey Sommelier. Welcome to a different kind of tasting video. And this time, we're doing rum. The rum's not gone. It's right here. So why rum? This is the shareholder difference bourbon. Why rum? Because you know what? People who like good things shouldn't have to limit themselves to only one category. And plus, there's actually very good reason. So this rum has been worked on by Roy Milner for 8 years. He's been working with Ian Shearer, which is a rum broker with over 300 years of rum brokerage history in Amsterdam, and sort of like piecing together a blend of different high-quality rums from around the Caribbean area. Or Caribbean? This specifically is a blend of 8-year-old rums from Barbados, Panama, and Dominican Republic. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about rum because it might feel a little strange to go from cask-strength whiskey and rare whiskey from Kentucky and let's drink some rum. But that's because a lot of people, when they think rum, they think Captain Morgan spiced rum, or they think Malibu coconut and rum and coke and things like this. This is not that. What most people don't know about rum is rum actually has, in flavor profiles, if you get the real original high quality sipping rum, has a massive overlap with whiskey drinking flavors. Sort of like brandy and Armagnac, massive overlap. And just like brandies and whiskey, rum is a byproduct of agriculture, and we've talked about this. When there's 2 levels of production that go into making rum. The first one's called rum agricole, and it just means agriculture. And what that means is you take sugar cane, you press it, you get the sugar juice, you use the sugar cane juice to make rum. That's rum agricole. The second layer is using molasses. Now, molasses is a byproduct of sugar creation. When you create sugar crystallization, you have a byproduct that is molasses. And that's when you get that really rich, bitter, kind of tannic sweetness, right? Molasses. And when you make rum from molasses, you get a very different kind of rum. Rum agricole is grassy. Some describe it as funky. It's sort of sweet, but more like, it's meaty. And molasses rum has more of those whiskey notes. It's softer, it's got caramels, it's got toasted notes instead of grass notes. It's beautiful. Rum nerds love both. Now this one specifically is molasses-based rums, and that takes us closer to the direction of a whiskey drinker's sipping rum. It was also aged in difference bourbon barrels for a month after being blended. So first we'll get to the notes and then we'll talk a little bit more about this. On the nose. Now, the thing that you're going to get in rum that you don't get in whiskey is what I call this, and it's this almost metallic sugar sweetness. Think of it like as instead of a buttercream frosting, actually no, more of a buttercream frosting where you get that sort of sharp sweetness as opposed to just pure icing, what's that? What is it? Sour cream icing that has that really creamy, that sort of sharp sweetness of cupcake frosting, where it has a metallic vanilla. You're going to get a little bit of that in the nose. That's in a lot of rums because of the basis of sugar instead of the basis of grain. But this is a very softened sweetness. It's almost coated fruit, sugar-coated fruits. Overall, everything in the direction of toasted, almost like candied walnuts or candied pecans. It's got a tannic, sort of waxy note, but it's very, and toasted, but it's very much in the sweet category. Oh, soft brown sugar, vanilla, papaya. Almost pineapple, but not quite as citrusy. Shoot, almost a sugar drizzled mango note in there. Very drinkable. Now, keep in mind, when a lot of people think rum, they think sugar, flavors, syrup. This is not that. This is a whiskey drinker's rum. And so it's going to present way more like sipping on a whiskey that's a little sweeter than you're used to. There's no sugar added. There's no coloring. There's no flavor additives. This is classic rum made in the style of classic Caribbean rum. And when you drink it, you'll understand why America was first a rum country and then only switched to whiskey because we had to. And we love whiskey, of course. There's a lot of history in this. Nick has family and history in Barbados that connects his roots down into the rum categories. Roy went to Barbados and studied under some of the great rum producers to help craft this product. It's called Out of Office, and the whole premise is sometimes what people like you and I need most is a break. And we're very bad at taking breaks. But sometimes what you need is to step away from it all, take a breather, ground yourself, reward yourself, find yourself, and then go back into the fray. And so we're sort of taking a diversion from bourbon, just enough to take a breath, to reset, have a little treat. But we're doing it in a direction that whiskey nerds can enjoy. Instead of, Jello shots. Oh, man. Absolutely a whiskey drinker's rum. I hope that you enjoyed as much as I do. Cheers to you. I'm really glad we're here. And as always, never split, always share.